What's up investors, Sneers here. Elon Musk just announced on Twitter that he puts the Twitter acquisition on hold, sending the Twitter stock plunging down 20%. Let's take a quick look. So this is the tweet that Elon Musk tweeted. Twitter deal temporarily on hold pending details supporting calculation that spam/fake accounts do indeed represent less than 5% of users. I will go into the details in a bit, but let's take a quick look on the stock. So this is the Twitter stock, and in the aftermarket, as you can see, it's always moving. It was 20% down just a moment ago, but it may go even lower once the markets are opened. But this kind of announcement sends the stock plunging down very fast. And what I want to talk about first is the notion of risk arbitrage that many people kept arising when Elon Musk announced the acquisition at the first time. I talked about this subject in a video 2 months ago in the context of Activision Blizzard, in which I said that back then the price for Activision Blizzard was $79 and expecting the acquisition by Microsoft for $95 per share, it was 20% gain to be made on this price. Now, I mentioned all the risks attached to it. Let's take just a quick look on the Activision Blizzard stock. So as you can see, it's even lower now. It's at $77. And if we look at a month, you can even bought it for 76 or even 75 at some point, which promises 25-26% gains once the acquisition takes place. But as I mentioned in the video that I made, and I encourage you to see it, link in the description if you want more details, but basically in the risk arbitrage, where the risk of time, because the acquisition in the case of Activision Blizzard is in 2 years, so take 20% gain, spread it on 2 years, you get approximately 10%, and compared to the market performance, the market average performance, which is also 10%, it doesn't usually worth it, because you have the market performance with the huge risk of having this thing, what happened to Twitter, happen to you. And this risk of having the acquisition cancelled is a very material risk in this world. And in the video from 2 months ago, what I mentioned, what I talked about in this context was the deal with Nvidia and ARM, that Nvidia took 2 years to cancel the ARM acquisition. In this case, it's different because ARM is a private company, but generally people buying into this risk arbitrage can wait for years and then have it cancelled. As in the Twitter case, we don't have to wait for years. We waited for a few weeks and it's not cancelled yet, but the fear is so great and it's justified. The fear is justified. So let's take a look at what Elon said here. He took the idea of spam/fake accounts represent less than 5% of users, which is part of the due diligence of any acquisition. And if Elon Musk is waiting for an opportunity to bail out of the deal, let's say he don't want to do it, that's a good excuse. And in the agreements, the details are far more complex than what I'm about to say, but in general, the agreement of acquisition mentions that if any party is bailing out, in this case Elon Musk, he have to pay $1 billion reparations, which will be a lot more because he can't really do it just because he doesn't want to buy Twitter anymore, unless he have an excuse like this due diligence excuse, which puts him in a very good position to just bail out. Now, what this event highlights, either Elon Musk will go through with it in the end or not, is the risk in risk arbitrage. Because since the video I uploaded about Activision Blizzard and this game not being worth playing, I got a lot of messages since last week that Buffett in the Berkshire Hathaway meeting announced that he bought a very large position into Activision Blizzard, into this risk arbitrage game. Now, if you feel confident and you are really sure that some acquisition will get through, then you have a great deal. But you can't really know. Nvidia was sure to buy ARM and then this deal fell through. Twitter, it wasn't never really sure that Elon Musk would go through with it, but it fell through right now. And Activision Blizzard is the same case. Now, maybe Buffett have some insight into this deal because he knows a lot of people inside Microsoft, and he understands the regulations and all the processes around that. So maybe he have more confidence and he is able to go through with this type of investment, especially since percentage of his portfolio, it's nothing compared to the amount of money he's holding. So this is a risk that he can't take. But for us retail investors, usually risk arbitrage is not something worth playing, because you end up like this, like what happened to Twitter with Elon Musk. And if you want more details into the risk arbitrage analysis that I did a few months ago, the link to the video should appear right now, and I see you next time. Bye bye.